Once again, this is John Ocampo. Kasama ko pa rin si Coach Carmelo Navarro. And our game stats will be shown in our screen in a short while. Showing first, itong Caloocan's previous game stats, panalo sila kontra sa Bulacan with a dominant 12-point lead.
But in their last game, itong Caloocan winning by 12 points. And makikita nga dito yung lalim ng kanilang bench. 46 bench points compared to only 27 para dito sa panig ng Bulacan. Showing kung gaano karaming materyales ang pwedeng makita at magamit para dito sa Caloocan.
But sa panig naman ng Mandaluyong, since this is their game number 1, Coach, ano yung average nila nung Season 3?
Well, coming from last season, they're number 7 in points production, 73.4. Pero ang magandang tingnan dito is yung kanilang points in the paint. They're the number 1 team in the league with almost 50 points a ball game. That says a lot about the focus of their offense, which is attacking the shaded area.
And that's what we're going to see para dito sa panig ng Mandaluyong despite winning itong Caloocan in their game number 1. Pero syempre, wag na natin patagalin pa. Bigyan natin to kay Gio Cruz for the starting lineup.
Season 4 ang League ng Pagkakapang Pilipino. 60 other divisions featuring Mandaluyong Junior Michael Smith and Caloocan and DJ Sports. Now let's meet the stars for Mandaluyong Junior Michael Smith. Starting guard number 12, Ajay Papron. To guard number 11, Henry Hino. At forward number 21, Gobi Rekito. Also forward number 5, Leandros. And at center number 3, Calix Moto. Head coach Joseph Nido. Assisted by Michael Burke. Team owner Arvin Nido. Now let's meet the first for Caloocan and DJ Sports. Starting guard number 4, Dennis Perez. To guard number 26, Rudy De La Cruz. At forward number 9, Kobe Abham. Other forward number 27, Luke Apasible. And assistant number 18, Son Bano. Head coach Mike Cowell. Assistant by Tim Padrigal. Team manager Miguel Castillo. And team owner Mark Tessis.
Alright, team starters nga tayo. Para muna sa Mandaluyong, we got Mado Santos, Nito, Cabral, Andre Quinto. Para naman sa panig ng Caloocan, Lydia Reyes, Bahon, Bona Obra, De La Cruz, and Ampas English. Now, before the start of the tip-off, once again, this is John Ocampo. Kasama ko pa rin Coach Carmelo Navarro, bringing in the action live here in Hoop Spirit Basketball Court in Quezon City. Coach, game number 2 na natin. Isang mainit na hapon pa rin sa'yo.
So, mainit na hapon din sa'yo dyan, ano? And mainit na laro, yun natungayan natin kanina, especially from Caloocan to really power their way through to get that win at makabawi sa kanilang unang pagkatalo. Ngayon naman, in the 16 and under division, magkakaroon muna ng konting technical difficulties. But again, itong ang Caloocan coming from a win. So gusto nila na magkaroon pa ng mas magandang start dito sa ating season. But Mandaluyong, this is their first game. Of course, wanting to show that they're also a strong team, no? Coming from that last season na sila nga ang number 1 sa points in the paint. Meaning they own that shaded area.
So as we can see, Coach, simula nung kaninang Mandaluyong game number 1 natin in the 18 and under division, sila yung first sa scoring department. Ito naman points in the paint, yung dito sa 16 and under. Yun yung aabangan natin. Actually, naipakita na before the technical timeout by our officials. Naka-atake na dun sa painted area kagad itong Mandaluyong. And that's what we want to actually know kung nag-count ba siya or hindi. Regardless, their desire to attack that painted area is manifesting already a few seconds after the tip-off.
Well, if that's the reason ng success nila last season, there's no way na babaguhin nila yan, di ba? So, exciting to see also kung paano naman naganda itong Caloocan, knowing na yun nga yung strength. Di ba? So, again, both our teams not counted yung kanilang mga first baskets here. So, it's a tied ball game here.
Tied ball game early in this first quarter, just a few seconds after, and that is De La Cruz pulling up for 3 but misses. Speaking of De La Cruz, he is our player of the game last game nila nung nanalo nga sila kontra sa home team. Ignoring the home court advantage ng Bulacan, At nakapuntos itong si Riley De La Cruz ng 18 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Almost kompleto bawat departamento. Pero ngayon nga, pinasok agad sa first 5. Tingnan natin kung ano nga ba yung magagawa niya kontra dito sa isang dominanting team na Mandaluyong.
So De La Cruz definitely earning the starting spot, no, because of his great performance last time around. Pero ngayon, for sure, all eyes are on him. At isa siya sa talagang pinaghandaan nitong Caloocan.
We saw earlier, pumukol agad siya ng tres, di nga lang pumasok. And I believe yung isa pa sa mga stats niya is 3 out of 5 sa 3-point line. So talagang dun siya nagpapakita ng strength. And pinakita niya nga kanina despite not being able to convert. And speaking of not being able to convert, that two free throws will not go in for Mandaluyong. Now Caloocan naman ang atake. Thinking about that 3-pointer, and this time it's in. Apasible muna.
Good extra pass coming from De La Cruz, finding Apasible on that corner. Yun naman din yung maganda, no? Although 18 points sa last game, unselfish pa rin, willing to share that ball.
And yun nga, may sagot din naman dito ang Mandaluyong kaagad. Giving them a tie score at 5. With 8 and a few seconds remaining in the first quarter. Almost stealing that ball, pero spanning pa rin ang Caloocan ng bola. Tacking that baseline, and he finds success. This time, Bona Obra naman for Caloocan.
Ganda naman ng kontra-tsempong galaw doon, no? Everybody thought Bonobra was going for his right hand, but at the last second, kaliwa ang pinantira.
Oo. As we see here, no, ganun kabilis ang oras at ang palitan ng puntos. Caloocan lamang ng dalawa, 7-5. 2 and a few seconds has gone by in the first quarter. Bola ngayon ng Caloocan. Reyes. Baba ng bola para sa Caloocan. Great effort on the defense by the white shirts. Now Reyes pulls up. A bit short. Balik pa rin sa Caloocan ng bola. Or mapupunta sa Mandaluyong ang bola. Now they have 20 plus seconds to make something happen in this ball possession. Great screen. Oh, pick and roll. Misses. Bona Obra to De Los Reyes. Or De La Cruz rather. Now Reyes back to De La Cruz. Asking for that screen. Attacking that basket. Kicks it out. Reyes pulls up for 3. Off to the right. Offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity. And they made it work.
Not giving up on the play was Apasible, but before that, that was a great pass from De La Cruz. Attacking the heart of the defense and finding a shooter. Although naisablay nila yun. But if you keep doing that consistently, magiging problema yan for the defense.
Now Mandaluyong naman ang pupukol ng tres. A bit short. There will be a foul on that last rebound. Mapupunta sa Caloocan ng bola. Currently up by 4. 9-5. Reyes inbounds. Pasok dito si Apasible. Balik kay Reyes. Great ball movement. At yun na nga. Foul against De La Cruz. Matawag ng foul dito si Angelo Cabral of Mandaluyong.
Gonna be a long afternoon for Cabral in trying to stop and defend itong si De La Cruz. He's very aggressive and alam mo na very active siya kapag nasa kanila yung bola.
So on both offense and defense talagang binabantayan itong si De La Cruz. Binipigilan, but speaking of the defense, great steal. Just couldn't finish. Para dito sa Mandaluyong and decides to pass the man underneath. Wala pa din. 2 missed opportunities. Hailey Nido, great effort there. Just couldn't convert. Pero ngayon, Caloocan naman.
Yung mga ganong pagkakataon, panginayangan mo talaga yun. On the other end, Apasible once again operating underneath para dito sa Caloocan. 4 points para sa kanya.
Speaking of panghihinayangan, Coach, that was 2 missed attempts on the fast break para dito sa Mandaluyong. And now, De La Cruz naman, pupukol ng easy basket on the fast break. At dahil dyan, mapapatawag ng timeout ang Mandaluyong Junior. Micro Smith, magbabalik po tayo.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Almost halfway through the first quarter, 5:16 remaining. And we got 13 for Caloocan, 5 for Mandaluyong. Now Caloocan up by 8 points, nearing a double-digit lead dito sa ating first quarter. And Coach, ang ganda nung pinakita ng Caloocan on that last ball possession na napilitan tumawag ng timeout muna itong Mandaluyong to talk things over, and let's see kung ano bang ihahatid ng Mandaluyong sa floor.
Well, that's the De La Cruz effect.
Yes.
Diba? Already 4 points in the game. Very aggressive to start. At maganda nga yung kanilang nagiging laro dito. But Mandaluyong converts a basket right there. Cutting the lead. Now just to 6. Bati na rin natin, nanonood ngayon, Arjan De La Cruz.
Arjan De La Cruz. Ba yung Kingston? Coach, yung naririnig na babalik ang Kingston.
Di ka nagkakamali. Pero ito, Apasible. Another attack to the rim. This time around, coming from the outside. Challenging his defender for this end one play.
Well, Apasible is becoming a familiar name here in the first quarter. I believe he was able to score at 6 or more than 6 points. So let's see our stats in a bit. At Apasible at the line. Nakapuntos nga siya doon ng dalawa, now trying to complete the 3-point play. And I believe this will be our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play. 3-point play secured para kay Apasible, giving them a 9-point lead.
That's already 10 points para dito kay Apasible.
10 points
First guy
already.
in double digits.
And just like that, na-draw kasi yung attention nito ni De La Cruz. Nabigyan ng opportunity si Apasible na mga puntos, which is a luxury for Caloocan, and we are yet to see more for Mandaluyong. And once again, this is the 16 and under division. Great cut, great find, and the finish. But this time, it will be Marcy Quintos of Mandaluyong.
Ball movement working well para dito sa panig ng Mandaluyong. Kita mo naman yung backdoor play doon, ano?
Gandang hanap, no?
Oo.
And, talagang literal na backdoor sila doon. Unexpected.
Because prior to that, halos one-on-one plays lang yung ginagawa ng Mandaluyong. Kaya naman lahat nakafocus doon sa ball handler. And recognizing it very well that time around.
Nakapuslit
Oo.
Kumbaga itong si Quintos. Pero tingnan natin. Bola ulit ng Mandaluyong after Caloocan turns it over.
Oh!
Tight defense. At this time, Sorio on the rush. Loses the ball in the process. Balik sa Mandaluyong ang bola.
Sayang na pagkakataon yun. They had the numbers but couldn't able to control that basketball.
Now attacking the baseline. Gets the bucket and one. But this time, it will be Earl Murphy.
Talking about someone who has great control of the ball.
This will be our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play. Correction, that will be Aaron Maglalang.
Aaron Maglalang against two tall defenders. Nagawa ng paraan yung tira na yon and completes 3-point play.
Such a great move by Aaron Maglalang right there. And tingnan natin, 4 na lang ang kalamangan ng Caloocan just like that. Only up by 4 points, down into our under 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Once again, this is the first game of Mandaluyong in the 16 and under division. Caloocan naman, second game, looking to secure their 2-0 record. Nanalo nga sila kontra sa Bulacan in their last outing. Dominant 12-point win kontra sa home team. Ayun nga, tingnan natin. Mandaluyong on the rush with that huge bump. Oh, high off the glass, misses that shot. Active hands, pero counter steal dito. Steal after steal on that last few seconds sa paanig ng Caloocan at Mandaluyong.
That was a wild sequence we just saw. Nauna yung layup against 3 defenders, and then after that, both teams trying to push the pace. Pero napapakialaman yung kanilang atake from the back top.
Ayun na nga, no? That sideline, medyo nagiging familiar spot, not in a good way,
Oo.
para sa Caloocan.
Huling-huli.
Oo. Pero ito nga, active hands pa rin dito ang Caloocan, trying to get that ball back. Mananatili sa Mandaluyong ang bola with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Still at 16-12. Tanong pa rin dito ng apat ang Caloocan. Pero konti na lang ang hinahabol dito ng Mandaluyong. And this gets really exciting if they make this. That floater is just too strong. Maglalang ulit. Steps back. Pulls up jumper. Bigay kay 22. Decides to attack that baseline and gets it in. Itong si Will Alvarez.
Will Alvarez, a strong drive to the hoop. Kala ko, help yung tao ng corner guy. But he was able to read it very well. Kaya naidiretso niya yung tira na yun.
Well, he was powering through the defense of the Black Shirts, and that was very effective. And as we can see here, this could be tying things up. Itong si Maglalang to tie at 16 at napatawag na ng timeout ang Caloocan MDJ Sports. Before that, let's take a look at this once again. Such a beautiful play. Attacking that baseline despite many black shirts. Ito naman yung fast break finish. Maglalang ties things up at 16. We will be right back.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
2:18 nga ang natitira, or 2:10 rather, dito sa ating first quarter. Baltasar tries that left-handed floater but just won't convert. Tabla tayo sa 16, mga kaibigan. 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Bola ng Mandaluyong. Left wing three. And gets it in. But this time, it'll be Haley Nido.
And Mandaluyong is taking advantage of the drought na nararanasan itong Caloocan. They have now taken over this game.
Much needed three-pointer, especially at a tie situation to break the tie. Tatlo na lamang dito ng Mandaluyong, pero second opportunity para dito sa Caloocan, wala pa rin.
And with De La Cruz inapasible on the bench, nanlamig ang opensa nitong Caloocan. They couldn't buy a basket here.
Speaking of basket, this time, ito namang si, I believe that was number 29, si Earl Murphy, ang nakapuntos. It was an easy layup, or rather making it look easy in that last play. Pero coach, bukod kay Riley De La Cruz, may isa pang De La Cruz, napa-comment sa ating Facebook page. Lakas mo, Coach Carmelo Navarro. Isa ka pa, Sir. Damay pa ako. And also, batiin na rin natin ang ating live viewers sa ating Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Magandang hapon po. Sakto, alas 4 na tayo. Dito nga tayo ngayon sa Hoop Spirit Basketball Court. Patuloy pa rin ang aksyon in our game number 2, scheduled for 3.
Itong ang Caloocan trying to end that drought. Still couldn't make a basket even from the free throw line. Yung kanilang magandang panimula. Talagang nanlalamig as we end this first quarter.
Speaking of nanlalamig, coach, talagang hindi pa pumasok yung dalawang free throw attempt na yon. And right now, Murphy will try to make them pay. Try to do the walk-off three-pointer but just too strong. Great steal. Mandaluyong pa rin ang bola. Trying to reset. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Lamang sila ng 5. 21-16. Murphy tried to attack that painted area. Gets the bucket and one.
What about that swag shown by Murphy? Top ball screen action. Kita mo naman yun, absorbing the contact. There was a little push. Still able to get it in para dito kay Murphy.
And that will be our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play. So a great showing of athleticism itong si Murphy. Ayun na nga, he was not able to complete the three-point play. However, just like that, they are now up by 7 points kontra Caloocan with 40 seconds remaining in our first quarter.
Momentum has clearly shifted to the side of Mandaluyong.
A great defense being shown by Mandaluyong, but let's see if better offense is at hand for Baltasar. Left-handed finish. This goes in this time.
Able to evade that defense was Marcus Baltasar, going to his right that time around. Naibaba ang kalamangan to 5.
Oh, missed that shot. Jumper won't go in. Black shirts naman ang atake. Caloocan on the rush. Finds that man. Pero yun na nga, turnover. Medyo miscommunication at saka namadali yung pasa on that baseline.
So JM Sorio had a good intention pero masikip yung ilalim na yun. He had a wide open shooter to his left. Just like that. Doon talaga minsan papasok din yung yung court vision minsan.
This will be the end of our first quarter. 23-18 lamang dito ang Mandaluyong. We will be right back.
Junior MPBL Entertainment Network sponsors Just Magic Ring Underwear and Magic Footwear. Ready to beat the world title and switch to pro. Follow every champion has my proud story. For the morning morning division.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugo. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Ligan ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subo.
We are entering the second quarter of game number 2 in the 16 and under division. Caloocan, MDJ Sports kontra dito sa Mandaluyong, Junior Michael Smith. Great showing para sa parehong koponan. Yun nga lang, nakuha ng Mandaluyong ang kalamangan. 5 ang kalamangan nila by the end of the first quarter. And Coach, nakita ba natin yung sinasabi nating points in the painted area nitong Mandaluyong that they are at an advantage in the last season?
Well, right now they're leading by 4 in that department. 18 points already. And a lot of that is credited sa kanilang mga guards, no, in attacking the shaded area, coming off those top ball screen action. And Murphy is at the forefront of that attack. Already has 6 points here in this game. Also 3 assists. Kita mo yung effect, no, na nadala niya dito sa kanyang kupunan. And they're looking steady right now with a 7-point lead.
Natagdagan pa nga ng 2 kalamangan after that 2 free throws ni Kamangig. I believe that's his first 2 points here in this ball game. And early. Oh, what a steal. 2 against 1. And look at that, back-to-back scores para kay John Kamangig.
Good strong attack from Kamagi. Hindi nag-commit sa kanya yung defender. That's why he took it strong to the hoop.
What a way to start the second quarter for Mandaluyong, and they are almost at a double-digit lead, 18-27. Barbola naman ito ng black shirts. Caloocan naman ang atake. Trying to cross the defense of Mandaluyong. There will be a whistle. Pananatili sa Mandaluyong ang bola with 10 the shot clock, or reset at 14. Just a few seconds has gone by in our second quarter. Bola pa rin ang Caloocan. They are yet to score here in the second quarter. That floater is too strong. The offensive rebound. Reyes thought about the 3. Oh! Look at that. Try to cross the defense. Just couldn't convert.
Everything but the shot para dun sa panig ng Caloocan. That was a good attack and an even better pass. Just couldn't convert it.
That could have been a highlight reel para sa assistant sa puntos. Pero yun nga lang, napigilan ng white shirts. Speaking of pigil, only touching that side of the board. Yun na nga. 3 against 1. At yun yung pinakababa tayo doon sa layup ngayon ni Reyes.
Nakita rin natin sa tabi natin yung mga supporters ng Caloocan. Napatayo sa upuan.
Parang gusto nang tumulong tapikin yung bola eh. Yun na nga, speaking of tapik, ang gandang tapik noon. Dire-diretso tayo sa basket. Di man nakakuha ng puntos, pero nakatawag naman dito ng foul itong si Kobe Akbahon.
Caloocan slowly getting alive here in this game. Ito namang Mandaluyong no, medyo nagre-relax. Both in their execution of their offense at pati na rin dun sa pagbaba in transition. Kaya sinasamantalayan ngayon itong Caloocan.
First free throw for Kobe Abahon goes in. First point para dito sa kanilang second quarter. Now on to his second. 2 for 2 at the line. Kobe Abahon giving them only a 5-point deficit. So konti na lang tinatrabaho nila. But let's see if Mandaluyong will bring this up. Oh! Contested, 2 against 1. Look at that layup, but just won't convert. Ni-reverse, pumasok this time.
They didn't have the numbers that time. Pero itong si Kobe Abahon finding a way to score and to cut the lead down to 3.
Napatawag nga dyan ang timeout ang Mandaluyong. We will be right back.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Back in action here in the second quarter. Almost 2 minutes has gone by. And tatlo na nga lang ang kalamangan dito ng Mandaluyong, and they're looking to increase their lead. Ayun na nga. Full court press ay pinapakita dito ng Caloocan, pero nakalusot. White shirts drives to the basket, pero piniling pumasa. There will be a foul. Great draw of attention para dito. Kaya, let me see that. Oh, that's number 11 coming from Hailey Nido. And ngayon na nga at the line, we have Avery Lino. Nido to Lino sana yung connection, but yun na nga. Lino won't be able to get the first free throw. Now on to his second. I believe he is the biggest guy right now on the floor for Mandaluyong. You know, 1 out of 2 at the line.
He certainly is the biggest guy, and most importantly, naibaba nga itong nadagdagan rather yung kalamangan.
Making it a 2-possession ball game.
Look at the big guy asking for the ball backcourt. Gusto pa magbaba ng bola.
Pero gusto ko sana makita yung coach kung talagang may handling itong si big guy. Pero tingnan natin. Misses that shot. Look at the fast break points. Kobe Abahon. Oh! Only hitting the rim.
It looks like he's hurt.
And yun na nga, immediately touching his left calf for that bad landing. Yun na nga, there will be a whistle in that last possession. Magdo-possession sana ng Caloocan, pero tingnan natin. Probably from a bad landing after that attempt.
Medyo nailang kasi siya, no?
Oo.
I thought he was gonna go for his left-hand shot, pero binalik niya sa kanan. It was a bit off yung kanyang landing that time.
Lalong lumalim tuloy yung attempt niya.
Oo.
Sa ilalim lang nung ring tumama. And yun, napasama pa yung landing niya. He will be seated for now, and let's hope that it's nothing serious. Kumbaga, medyo masakit lang sa una. Let's take a look at this once again. So from this point, yun, medyo alanganin nga landing yung left foot niya. And immediately holding onto his left ankle.
That's why mga conditioning coaches ngayon, they put a lot of emphasis on the landing, yung proper landing, because most injuries happen di naman dun sa talon. Diba? Dun sa pagbagsak. And again, we know he's a tough kid, and sana makabalik pa dito sa ating ballgame.
Exactly. Let's see here. Bola ulit ng Mandaluyong. Try to contest that jumper. However, it still won't go in. Mamadali dito ang Caloocan. Medyo na ilang pa. Just gonna get the finish. Bola ulit ng Mandaluyong. Sila naman ang atake. Outlet pass. Nakalusot sa depensa. Step back 3. Almost getting it in and out. Reyes naman, fast break finish para sa Caloocan.
And with the way things are going, hindi ka pwedeng magpahinga, hindi ka pwedeng manood lang sa bola, because both these teams really push the pace basta may pagkakataon sila.
Pushing the pace for both teams. Way beyond the arc. A bit short this time.
Parang range mo yun, partner.
Grabe yun. Fast-paced action, pero back-to-back scores. Reyes na naman for that fast break point.
And Reyes showing everyone na it's not enough to sprint back on defense. Kailangan humarap kayo at hanapin niyo yung bola.
Exactly, and just like that, we are tied at 28. Ngayon, bola ng Mandaluyong, looking to break the tie. Nido pulls up. Right wing three, too strong.
Looks like he really has the green light to shoot.
That could be the instruction from the last time.
Oo
Huh? Ooh, almost a steal by Nido. Very active on that anticipation. However, finishing right there is Apasible.
And Apasible was the guy who took the lead para dito sa Caloocan back in the first quarter. Naipahinga siya sa bench and when he was out, doon nakabalik itong Mandaluyong. Now, he's once again on a mission.
And right now, si Apasible, nag-break ng tie natin sa 28. Now they're up by 2 points, 30-28.
Now, this is an interesting part of the game because De La Cruz is back in the game. Mahaba rin na naging pahinga niya and they're now up by 2 here in the game. Tingnan natin kung masastabilize niya ba itong kanyang kupunan.
And also, itong si Baltasar, nadala ng bola. He was the one able to score the left-handed floater earlier. Oh, look at that spin. Drops it off. Oh, gonna be a highlight. But great defense by Mandaluyong.
Wala ka nang mahihingi pa dun sa action na yun kundi ma-convert yung basket eh. But what about that? Another defensive prowess mula dito kay De La Cruz, forcing that 8-second violation.
Hindi lang sa opensa maasahan si De La Cruz in their last game. Ngayon, depensa naman siya nag-focus. As we can see here, inbounding itong si Rondel Armado.
Anong meron sa De La Cruz eh, no? Talagang exceptional when it comes to playing basketball.
Mukhang mayroon kang gustong i-example dyan, Coach. May role model ang mga De La Cruz dyan, siyempre.
Kaka-champion nga lang doon sa isang liga nila.
Nakabalitaan ko, ha?
Oo, I'm sure yung mga kabataan nai-inspire.
Raising the flag for the De La Cruzes. Ito na nga, si Nido naman. Gives it to Cabral. Cabral decides to attack, only hitting the glass. Pero sa kanila pa rin ang bola. Great offensive recovery. Nido drops it off. Great set. Another missed opportunity, but this time wala pa din. 3 attempts, Coach. Now Baltasar takes control of the leather, gives it to De La Cruz.
Napapasuntok na lang sa hangin yung crowd natin dito because of those point-blank misses. But that time around, De La Cruz will not be denied.
Speaking of point-blank misses si De La Cruz, ganito daw ang layup. And just like that, they're up by 4 points now. Look to make it 6. Kicks it out, unselfish play. 3-pointer in that corner and knocks it down. This time, Jameson Sena.
What a game we're seeing here.
Back-to-back scores. Baltasar naman ng pupuntos.
And kani-kanina lang, it was the other way around. It was Mandaluyong who has the double-digit lead.
Exactly.
Caloocan turning things around with the re-entry of Apasible and De La Cruz. They are now up by 9.
37-28. And we are already at our 3:22 remaining in the second quarter. Bola ng Mandaluyong as we take a look at this once again. Look at that kick-out pass. He could have taken that shot, pero unselfish and smart. And ito na nga, great anticipation, great anticipation on that pass and gets the finish that quick. Itong si Baltasar.
Oh boy. Just 2 guys creating so much difference para dito sa Caloocan.
Muntik pa nga makapuntos doon si George C.
And the rest of Caloocan feeding off the energy na ibinibigay itong sila Baltasar, itong sila De La Cruz, and even Apasible.
37-31 ang ating score. 6-point lead dito ang Caloocan. We have George C. at the line for Caloocan. Exactly 3 minutes in the second quarter. This will be his first points. Medyo malakas pa. Lamig-lamig pa itong si George C. Now on to his second. George C. misses both free throws, but an offensive rebound. Oh, Napabuti pa para dito sa Caloocan. Mandaluyong were trying to get that ball possession back to their side. Kaso nga lang, napaganda yung tapik. Oh, trying to step through, kicks it out. Sena. Oh! Left wing three. Jameson Sena.
Big three-pointer right there from Sena to beat the clock. Once again, credit that shot dito kay De La Cruz for finding Sena on that wing.
Oh, speaking of De La Cruz, we are seeing some unselfish plays here and great conversion for Caloocan.
Reversal of roles that time. It was Sena dishing an assist papunta naman kay De La Cruz. Yan ang importante dito sa mga teams natin. Nagsusuklian yung mga players.
Hindi importante kung sino makakapuntos, kung sinong libre. Yun ang importante. And right now, Nido tried to get that basket. Very, very aggressive and brave to take that shot. Now he will be rewarded of his efforts. Nido at the line for Mandaluyong.
Maybe Nido, the smart player that he is, alam niya na unti-unti nang lumalayo itong Caloocan and things are not going well for them in their half-court execution. Kaya naman sumubok muna siya na ilagay sa kamay niya itong possession na to.
Pero 1 out of 2 at the free throw line, si Nido bringing down to a still double digit pero 10 points na lang from 11. Now 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Sena once again knocks down that three.
Somebody needs to pay attention dito kay Sena. He just made the basket and Mandaluyong making that mistake of forgetting that he was already in his spot.
Same spot, same results, coach. And just like that, yung tatlong three-pointer na yun, 9 points na kaagad para kay James and Sena. What a play. Let's take a look at this once again. Ooh, rejected. This time that shot will not go in. High off the glass. Murphy will take control of the leather. Unselfish play as well. Now kicks it out. Nido, that left wing, pulls up for three, a bit short. This time, pupunta ulit sa Caloocan ng bola with their biggest lead in the game so far at 13 points. We only have 112 in the second quarter.
So one guy din na medyo matagal na ipahinga, no? Itong si Murphy has contributed a lot in his team.
Yes. Oh, Sena trying to find his spot sa right wing na yun, but this time,
Heat check yun eh, no? For him.
medyo napalakas yung tira. He's now warning him for taking a foul. But Murphy misses that layup. Baltazar. One dribble needed. Left-handed finish.
Good control right there for Baltazar. He knew that somebody was on his left side. Diba, pumreno ng bahagya. Just enough to finish that shot.
Giving them a 15-point lead para dito sa Caloocan ng Mandaluyong. Medyo marami-rami na silang kailangang habulin with 24 seconds on the game clock and 10 seconds on their shot clock. Oh! Great steal by the Caloocan squad. As I mentioned, 15-point lead. Game clock, shot clock at 9. Naubos na ang oras. Ball stolen by Mandaluyong. Murphy looking to score before the buzzer ends. That was an easy basket from that fast break. And we will be ending our first half with 47-34, still in favor of Caloocan.
Junior MPBL will want to thank the following sponsors: Shots Magic, Make Everything, and Magic Moment. Beat the road to Oxford Street Road. My Lord Champion has been strong. All the work behind the division of Junior MPBL. The biggest of the top kasama.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Ligan ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na laro na to, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to.
Before we enter our second half, let's take a look at our first half highlights. Bakbakan dito sa pagitan ng Mandaluyong and Caloocan. Palitan ng kalamangan, Coach Melo. And as we can see here, nagkaroon ng sariling moments ang Mandaluyong wherein they were able to score their biggest lead like 9 points. Pero syempre, especially isa sa mga leading scorer is si Murphy and ganoon din naman si Nido. Para naman sa panig ng Caloocan, they also had their moments that led to this 47-34. Their biggest lead is 15, but right now 13 points ang kalamangan nila before we enter the second half.
Well, Luca Pasible, De La Cruz, and itong ang si Jamison Sena leading the way para dito sa panig ng Caloocan. They were already down big, no? Pero naka-recover sila with their re-entry in the game. And as we take a look at itong ating halftime stats, very evident yun ang naging difference from the 3-point line. 4 out of 10 for Caloocan. A lot of those coming from kick-out passes, kaya in rhythm yung kanilang mga shooters. And that's also the reason why maganda ang kanilang field goal percentage, 20 out of 42. It's because of the unselfishness na ipinapakita nitong Caloocan, who already has 9 assists dito sa ating laro.
And before we continue, from tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Magic moment indeed. Magical itong performance na pinapakita ng Caloocan. Kanina nakuha ng Mandaluyong yung momentum nila and we thought that was it. Pero nabaliktad pa yung sitwasyon. Siyempre, we are expecting to see more from both teams. Despite na 13 ang kalamangan itong Caloocan, we want to see more from Mandaluyong, especially yung during our pre-game, we discussed about their previous season stats. And yun nga, yung points in the painted area. Pero syempre, hindi rin nagpahuli ngayon dito ang Caloocan. And they're riding that momentum from their win their last outing. 12 points sa kalamangan against sa home team. Ngayon nasa neutral court sila and they're playing really well.
Well, itong si Earl Murphy played well para sa kanyang kupunan. 8 points, in only 8 minutes of action. So I think we're gonna see more of him dito sa ating second half because every time he's on the floor, maganda yung nagiging kanilang production. He's +6 here in this game.
That's a good stats para dito kay Murphy. And let's see nga kung ano pa yung maging adjustment nitong Mandaluyong kontra dito sa onslaught na binibigay ng Caloocan. And if Caloocan will really pull away here in the third quarter, magiging dominant performance na naman ito para sa kanila.
Especially with De La Cruz leading the way. Already has 10 points here in this game. Kakascore nga lang yan ng kanilang first basket here in the second half. Already has 10 points and 5 assists.
Tight defense para dito sa panig ng Caloocan. Napuwersa ang Mandaluyong na matawagan ng 8-second violation. Now Caloocan naman susubok. Oh, great anticipation there pero great recovery by C. Now Sena atake naman on that painted area and was successful.
Sena showing us that he could also finish in the paint. Nakakatatlong tres na yan but that time around umatake.
Now Mandaluyong, look at that finish, contested but unbothered. Itong si number 21 or number 20 rather. Aaron Maglalang.
Kontra-tempo yung tira yun ni Maglalang. Ang lalaki ng depensa pero nagawa niya ng paraan.
Wala talagang sinubukan niya lang pumasok naman yung tira. Pero ngayon, bola ulit ng Mandaluyong. Still at a double-digit deficit but Nido is not stopping, not slowing down. But that three-point attempt will not go in.
That's an acceptable shot right now, no? Yung mga ganong stop and pop from the three. But you have to put in the work kasi mahirap yung timing nun especially if you're coming full speed. Iba yung rhythm, iba yung kumbaga yung transfer of power from the legs. So that's something you really have to put in the reps.
So naman, sumubok pumukol ng tres ang Caloocan. That time it was Reyes. But this time, Riley De La Cruz from the left corner just won't go in. He is yet to find his rhythm when it comes to his outside shooting, especially in the three-point line. Kasi nga, last time out, 3 out of 5 three-point attempts. Naipasok niyan. But right now, medyo challenge pa siya doon. But still, it's not just about him scoring and doing the same thing as he did in the last outing, but overall performance of the team. And that's what we can see right now. 15 points pa rin ang Kalamangan. Bola pa rin ang Caloocan. At yun nga, mapapatawag muna ng timeout ang Caloocan to talk things over. We will be back.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Ligan ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, gabay at pag-asa.
Balik aksyon tayo dito. 8:01 in the third quarter. Bola ng Caloocan. Quick pass to Riley De La Cruz on that left corner. Same spot, same result. Still won't go in. Now fast break points na inaasahan dito ni Aaron Maglalang. Look at that. Stepping through but just couldn't finish. Tough shot dahil heavily guarded by 2 black shirts.
Oo, pero ang ganda ng galaw na yun.
Baltasar naman. Left-handed three. Just won't go in. Same situation but this time mabilis sa kababa ang parehong kupunan. Maglalang pa rin susubok in and out.
Ganda ng skill set itong si Maglalang. You know, he knows his footwork. Talking about this kid.
Well, despite not being able to getting it to fall, pero yun na nga yung attempts niya talagang pinapakita niya nandun yung desire and yung skill. Konting calibration na.
Fine tuning na lang eh.
Kaya calibrate na lang itong si Maglalang. But this time, Baltasar attacking that baseline. And look at that finish.
No fine-tuning needed para dito kay Baltazar. Tough angle to work with. Pero naipasok pa rin na yun.
Ooh, crossing the defense of De La Cruz. But look at that defense leading Mandaluyong, forcing them for that 8-second violation.
Pangalawa na yan para dito kay De La Cruz. But first, tingnan natin to. That baseline attack, hesitation move, using his left hand to finish. Baltazar, that's a highlight play.
Highlight play indeed. And bola pa rin ng Caloocan. Riley De La Cruz. Floater naman. But shot too strong. Medyo malamig pa. Kobe Abahon. Dinidepensahan dito si Mari Siquientos. Nido. A lot of ball movement. Spins. Flashy finish sana but just couldn't get in. But the follow-up is in.
Mailap ang puntos para dito sa Mandaluyong. But nonetheless, they'll take that one. Second serving para sa kanila.
That was Kobe Requinto making things happen from Mandaluyong. Oh, active hands. Now looking for that fast break finish. Aaron Maglalang this time.
Pagkakataon na yun, di na pinahirapan itong si Maglalang going for that regular left-handed layup.
Kumaga less flashy na.
Oo.
Sabi, dito muna tayo sa mas simple. Makakapuntos pa. Reyes post up for 3. Misses Baltazar. Right, left corner 3. Wala pa din para kay Reyes.
Caloocan seems to be falling in love with that three-pointer. Pang-apat na sablay na nila yan.
Kaya tayo na nga. This time, ito namang si Alex Maldo. Bukol ng basket and one. As we take a look at our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play.
Banggaan sa ere but still able to finish that shot. That's Calix Maldo. And again, we mentioned itong Caloocan, no? Pang-apat na yan here in the quarter alone na nagsisettle sila for a three-pointer which leads to opportunities naman para dito sa Mandaluyong to run.
A lucky break for them. That could have been a score or a three-point play para dito kay Maldo, but he just missed. Kobe Abahon, look at that turnaround jumper.
Tough shot to work with para kay Abahon. Yung mga ganong fall-away jumpers.
Sumigaw kaya siya ng Kobe.
Pwede.
Pero yun nga, traveling violation. Unexpected na turnover, or you don't want to cause turnover para sa Mandaluyong, especially you're down again by 13 points. Naibaba na sa as much as 11. But yun na nga. This could be their moment to turn things around para dito sa Mandaluyong after that turnover.
Yung mga ganong turnovers, no? Alam mo na magiging crucial because with the way this game's going, palitan ng momentum, palitan ng runs, and no lead is safe. Especially kung ganito na naghahanap na muli ng rhythm itong Mandaluyong, and you're giving them more opportunities na makasubok.
And what's amazing with both of these teams, yung momentum nga na nabanggit mo, Coach, once makuha nila yung momentum, dire-diretso sila.
Totoo.
That's crazy kasi pag nakuha ng Mandaluyong just like that, this could be a turnaround. Contested but no problem for Calix Maldo.
Mandaluyong slowly inching closer.
Only down by 11 points. Reyes pulls up for 3. Yun nga yung nababanggit mo, Coach, falling in love with that three-point shot but just couldn't get it to fall. Oh, left-handed finish. Once again, Requinto making things happen for Mandaluyong.
Long shot means long rebounds, and long rebounds leads to layups like that.
Great way to put it, Coach. Now down to a single-digit lead. Itong Caloocan, only 9 points, 55-46. Sixth attempt at the three-point line but just couldn't get it to go. Manzanares that time. That could have been his first 3 points, pero yun na nga. Yun na nga, after that, could be a frustration sa foul na yun after missing that 3.
And one thing we can point out here is nung first 2 quarters natin, Caloocan is able to put Mandaluyong in the penalty. But this time around, dalawa pa lang ang nagiging foul dito ng Mandaluyong, meaning hindi ganun ka-aggressive ang offense ngayon umatake.
Ito naman, atake ang Mandaluyong. Look at that left-handed layup. Ang puro kaliwet ito.
Doesn't matter, left or right. Ang importante para sa kanila, naibababa nila itong Kalamangan, only down to 7.
That was Kamangig, bringing it down to 7 deficit. But balik natin sa Siyam. Sabi naman ito ni number 18. Bonaobra naman for Caloocan.
Pamatay sunog, no? Much needed basket para dito sa Caloocan.
As we were talking about the momentum, nakikita natin. Dahan-dahan na pupunta dito sa Mandaluyong ang momentum. Just couldn't get that three-pointer in. Itong si Nido. There was a whistle on that last play. Siyam ang hinahabol dito ng Mandaluyong. 57-48. 3:04 remaining in our third quarter. We got number 61, Ponte Quintos at the line. Won't go in for his first free throw. One more shot. Yun, he was able to get that in. At ngayon, single digit pa rin ang kalamangan. Only 8-point lead para dito sa Caloocan. De Los Reyes setting things up. Gives it to Apasible. 7 straight misses. That time, si Sena naman yung sumubok on that right corner but just wouldn't work.
But the difference ng mga made threes nila in the first half, lahat yon coming from a drive-in kick. But this time, early in the shot clock, one pass, tinitira na nila.
So change of rhythm maaari naka-apekto dito sa panig ng Caloocan. But look at that! Tayshan Kamangig knocks down a much-needed 3 for Mandaluyong.
He had all the time in the world to take that shot. His defender going under the ball screen, and that's money for him.
Money indeed. 5-point lead na lang dito ang Caloocan. De La Cruz taking matters to his own hands and nakuha niya nga. Driving straight to the middle.
And that's what's working para dito sa Caloocan. Every time they're able to attack that paint, good things ang nangyayari sa kanila.
Pero may
Just like
sagot naman ka. Hindi pa tapos yung description natin dun, Coach. Pero Calix Maldo was able to get that point in the paint.
Sabi ng Mandaluyong, nakakalimutan niyo yata kami ang #1 team.
Oh, oh finally! James Ancena brings it down.
At one point, that shot has to fall. Pang 8 attempt itong Caloocan, and perfect timing for them dahil nga nakakalapit na itong Mandaluyong.
Sumubok naman tumes ang Mandaluyong but this time wala pa rin. Second opportunity, wala pa rin. De La Cruz on the rush. Stop and pop. In and out lang. Ooh. Abahon almost getting that ball back for Caloocan. But Mandaluyong gets it to their side. Bump, just couldn't finish. Defensive rebound. Caloocan ulit. Now they're on the rush. Attacking. De La Cruz. Medyo napalakas ang tira. White ball. Kamangin. Ooh,
Good pass.
Great find and the finish. Greg Quinto.
Very Caloocan, you cannot afford not to run down. Dahil sinasamantala nitong Mandaluyong lahat ng pagkakataon na makatakbo.
And what a game we're seeing here in the third quarter, and Bahon gets that jumper in.
Same shot para sa kanya. Mukhang talagang specialty niya. Yung turnaround jumper from the free throw line.
Kinamaster niya nga yun, and that will work definitely for them. Medyo kailangan pa lumapit ng konti. Ito niya, Nilo. Pero na nga, bola ulit ng Caloocan with 13 on the shot clock. Ooh. Won't go in. There will be a whistle on that last play. Bola ng Mandaluyong.
Mandaluyong now has a chance for the last shot, and penalty rin. Itong Caloocan, that's something that they could take advantage of.
No more fouls to give na nga dito ang Caloocan, and let's see, with the remaining 7 seconds, we kakapitalize ba ito ng Mandaluyong, but they decided to rush. Kicks it out. 1 second. Oh, great attempt there by C. But at the end of the third quarter, 64-56, lamang dito ng 8 ang Caloocan MBJ Sports as we end the third quarter, 64-56.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Yeah, gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subo.
Entering our fourth quarter, bola nga dito na ang Caloocan. Balik aksyon si Murphy, and that is how you want to enter the fourth quarter. Tayshaun Kamangig knocking down a three.
Simple naging action na yun. Murphy attracting the defense, giving up the pass. Nakapukul sila ng tres.
Bola pa rin ng Caloocan after that last play. Pero yun na nga, 5 points na lang ang kalamangan ng Caloocan after that Kamangig 3. This is getting very exciting since kanina palitan ng momentum, double-digit lead, 9-point lead. Pero this time, malapit na single-digit lead na lang, and we are at our fourth and final quarter, game number 2. Sorio, shot too strong. Now Murphy controls the leather. Loses the ball, heavily guarded by Armado.
One thing is for sure dito sa larong to, no lead is safe.
Exactly.
Hindi ka pwedeng kumurap eh.
Oo. Hindi ka pwedeng magkumpiyansa na nasa inyo na. Kahit double digit pa yan. Look at what we're seeing right now. 5-point lead na lang ang Caloocan. And yun na nga, great steal. Active hands by Kamangig. Behind the back, evading the defense. Looking for someone to pass the ball to. Finds Murphy. Murphy uses that and attacks. Great floater.
And if you're Mandaluyong, somebody needs to find Murphy some more here in this game. Ganda ng decision making every time he has that basketball.
Galing sa labas, coach. Galing sa likod. Pumasok. But this time, Mandaluyong powering through. And this time, Armado gets it in.
Extra pass once again, working wonders para dito sa panig ng Caloocan.
So Murphy crosses the defense. He was able to draw a foul. Very effective on that painted area.
Well, Murphy certainly knows how to play that ball screen action. Yung mga sudden stop niya, akala mo, ano lang siya, akala mo part of his game, pero binabasa niya kung ano yung nagiging shift ng depensa, and from there, he makes a decision kung ano ang gagawin niya.
Well, he's very agile and very, yung athleticism niya talagang kitang-kita natin doon. And yung quick thinking, kung saan siya dadaan after getting blocked, kung saan man spot. Pero yun nga, that free throw won't go in, and that's a much needed point. 1 out of 2, that's what we always say, at least 50% at the line. In and out lang yung sa second run, 0 out of 2 at the line. Plenty of time, 8.5 remaining in the fourth. Caloocan still at 66, look at that, Murphy steal. Clean tap. Oh, try to be flashy behind the back, loses that ball, pero great recovery. Just couldn't convert. 2 attempts, missed. We hear the crowd reacted after the two misses, but lucky break for them. Balik sa Mandaluyong ang bola. Kamangig. Side steps, but just can't convert. Caloocan, fast-paced action. Looking for the fast break finish. Extra pass, this will work. Sorio to Armando.
And that will prompt a timeout. What a game we're watching here, up and down basketball.
Timeout nga muna dito ang Mandaluyong as we take a look at this once again. That won't go in. They went for the fast break. A lot of players mababa kagad, but sorry to Armado. Armado being calm on that finish. We will take a break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Shot by Armado. Nabalik sa pitong kalamangan ng Caloocan kontra Mandaluyong. 68-61. Bola ng Mandaluyong. Shot clock is at 9. Murphy pulls up, fade away, misses.
Time around, itong Caloocan icing that ball screen, forcing Murphy to that top fall away jumper.
Jameson Sena right at the middle. Drops it off. Second attempt, wala pa rin. There will be a whistle. We have a player down on the floor holding on to his left ankle din.
I think he might have tripped dun sa rebounding battle that happened.
He's being helped up by his teammate si Earl Murphy. Baka napatapilok siya doon sa medyo talagang iniilang yan. Iniinda niya and why he's being helped and assisted by our medical team. Let's take a look at this one more time.
Ayun, natapakan yung paano kanyang kalaban. Incidental contact naman, hindi naman sinasadya.
It was unintentional pero yun na nga, medyo talagang mararamdaman yun. That was an unfortunate landing. Pero hopefully he can get back to the ball game, especially he's one of the biggest guys from Mandaluyong and he can help really on the defense and support the team to score. Right now, 7 minutes in the fourth quarter remaining here. Caloocan still at 68. Only scoring 4 since the start of the fourth quarter. Mandaluyong 61, scoring 5. We changed the ball possession in that last sequence. Still at 7-point lead itong Caloocan and bola nga nila.
Again, another attempt way off para dito sa Mandaluyong.
Oh, look at that. Reyes decides to drive straight through traffic and gets that finish.
Perfect read from Reyes, attacking that drop coverage and that big guy. Nag-aalangan waiting for the drop pass. Kaya naman magandang desisyon yun for Reyes na siya na ang dumiretso sa basket.
Murphy setting up the tempo. Drops it off. Ooh, nice fake. Steps through. Won't go in. So yun na nga, turnover ulit ang sitwasyon natin dito for Mandaluyong.
A lot of opportunities para sa Mandaluyong. Point blank misses. Yung mga nakakasakit sa kanila because they're able to attack. Pero yung finish, yun ang hindi nila talagang ma-perfect pa here in this game.
It could be because of the defense of the Caloocan squad or talagang alam mo yung may anticipation ka na may defenders ka kasi so nakakailang. But let's see what Caloocan will do with this ball possession. With 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Look at that drive to the basket. But this time, J.M. Sorio naman.
Sneaky move from Sorio. I thought rejecting the ball screen was a bad move for him. Pero nahanapan niya ng butas yung depensa na yun.
Lumiyad pa, but this time, Mandaluyong magmimintis na naman. Caloocan with 11-point lead. Easy layup finish coming from that outlet pass. And this time, Kobe Abajo naman and napatawag ng timeout ang Mandaluyong Junior Michael Smith.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
74-61.
Ligan ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap
74-61 is our score. 13-point lead coach ulit and 6-0 run para dito sa Caloocan. Double-digit lead in 13 points. We are almost at the halfway of our fourth and final quarter.
And Mandaluyong right now struggling to find balance sa kanilang offense. They're forced to take tough shots by the defense of Caloocan. They need to regroup here.
Left corner 3, a bit short. Balik sa Mandaluyong ang bola. Sa kanila pa rin. Nido, great attempt on that 3. This time, right wing naman. Oh! And he was able to knock it down. Kobe Requinto.
Big 3 para dito kay Requinto, cutting the lead to just 10. Mahaba-haba pa to.
Sasagutin naman yan ng tres, but this time it will not go in for Reyes. Now outlet pass, looking for the fast break finish. Left-handed layup to the basket.
5 straight points para sa kanya.
Kobe Requinto showing up for Mandaluyong. Right now, 8 points ulit ang kalamangan nitong Caloocan. Looking to increase it. Right on cue. Kobe Abahon.
That was well guarded. Talking about that shot mula kay Kobe.
Battle of Kobe's. Yun nga, Murphy. Setting things up. Right wing three. Look at that. This time, Kobe Requinto naman.
8 straight points para kay Requinto. Taking over and refusing to give up here in this game.
Coach, we were talking about 6-0 run for Caloocan against Mandaluyong, but right now, 8 straight points for Kobe Requinto.
Kaya yun yung sinasabi natin, walang sigurado dito sa larong to eh.
Oo.
Hindi ka pwede magpahinga. Not a turnover para dito sa panig ng Caloocan.
This could be a costly mistake for Caloocan after Sorio misses that pass. 76-69, only up by 5 points itong Caloocan, and Mandaluyong, 2-possession ball game.
An important possession for Mandaluyong. Wouldn't be surprised kung hahanapin nila dito itong si Requinto.
Hindi ka nagkakamali dyan, Coach. Just couldn't get it to fall. Oh, battle of the rebounds. Blackshirts was able to secure it. At ayun na nga. De La Cruz finally gets that layup finish.
Yung tinatawag na breaks of the game eh. No? Kung nakuha yun itong si Murphy, that would have been an easy basket for Mandaluyong. Pero Caloocan ang nanalo doon sa tip.
Murphy knocks down the three. How about that?
Sabi ni Murphy, hindi ko man nakuha yung rebound kanina, but I'm gonna take this three and I'm gonna take my team closer to Caloocan.
They are on fire. Murphy. That battle for that ball possession. Murphy ulit setting up the pace for Mandaluyong. Only down by 6 points, but offensive foul ang naitawag, and that was Will Alvarez.
That's big.
And we can hear the aggression and reaction, the violent reaction of the crowd for
Oo.
Mandaluyong. Siyempre yung frustration, they're so close.
Lalo na na-shoot ni Murphy yung, yung
Oo.
three-pointer during the dead ball. But again, mahaba pa to. Caloocan not get out of the woods.
Well, if that went in, I mean, if that was counted, they're only down by 3.
Oo.
That was a very close game. Oh, Riley De La Cruz turns around and misses. Pero may foul dun sa last contact na yun. They're still up by 6 points, 78-72. And just like that, we are almost at our 2-minute mark, or final 2-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Riley De La Cruz at the line, misses the first free throw. Mahaba-haba pa ang oras if the only deficit is 6 against Mandaluyong. I mean, if 6 lang ang tinatrabaho ng Mandaluyong, look at that. 1 out of 2 at the line, 1 point lead. I mean, 1 point na nagdag para sa Caloocan, giving them 7-point lead. 79-72. Reyes, balik sa Caloocan ng bola. And our final 2 minutes of this ball game. Nanatili pa rin lang mga Caloocan, pero bola ng Mandaluyong this time. And let's see if Mandaluyong can make something happen with this ball possession. Only down by 7.
Crucial possession to. A basket here could take off a lot of pressure from them.
Ooh, there will be a whistle on that sequence.
But good thing they're not yet in the penalty.
Yep, they have a couple more fouls to give, and nakikita natin De La Cruz and Murphy. Sila na nagtatapatan dito. Murphy takes a inbound, pero yun na, back-to-back fouls against De La Cruz, and he has to be careful. 1 more foul to give, and we will be at a penalty situation para dito sa Caloocan. That could turn things around for Mandaluyong. 1:47 remaining in our ball game.
Finding it hard to throw that inbounds pass itong Mandaluyong.
Heavily guarded, but nakalusot. How about that left-handed finish coming from Will Alvarez?
Good cut from the weak side para dito kay Alvarez and an even better pass. Akala ko yung mapipressure at mati-turnover na yun.
Oh, nice fake. Gets that what do you call that? The floater finish. Great job for Caloocan. Oh. Medyo nauna yung pass.
Oo.
Murphy.
He had the right intention, pero malakas yung pasa. Costly turnover right there.
Costly indeed, especially we are at 1 minute and 18 seconds remaining. Itong Caloocan, meron silang 12 sa shot clock. Kicks it out to De La Cruz. De La Cruz with 8 seconds to shoot. Almost loses that ball. 3 against 1. Shot too strong. Offensive recovery. Reyes. Shot clock violation na ubos na ang oras.
Was not aware of the shot. Akala nila tumama dun sa shot attempt kanina. But nonetheless, they were able to consume time. So for Caloocan, they just need to make a stop here. Para naman sa Mandaluyong, a quick basket is needed.
Let's see if that can happen for Mandaluyong. Oh! Backcourt violation. That was the only choice left para sa kanila on that ball possession.
And once again, making that play possible was De La Cruz, making it hard for Murphy to bring that ball down. And siya na rin yung dumive sa bola doon. A lot of great plays from him.
So nga napatawag dito ang Caloocan MBJ Sports to talk things over.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok.
14 seconds on the shot clock para dito sa Caloocan. Ganun lang kabilis. Naubos ka agad ang oras sila. And bola mapupunta sa Mandaluyong. Now they're on the rush. Oh, Murphy misses that three. We're down to our final 20 plus seconds. 27 to be exact. Battle for the ball possession. Oh, still alive. Reyes. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Lifting it up high, wala. But the follow-up is in. Kobe Abahon.
And that has been the story of the game. A lot of chances para dito sa Mandaluyong, but it was Caloocan who was able to capitalize on every opportunity that they got. Up and down itong laron to. Palitan ng momentum, palitan ng runs. But we saw Caloocan, you know, the more composed team down the line.
Pero yun na nga, itong si Baltasar with only a few seconds left in this ball game. Down on the floor, and I believe same scenario dun sa first two players natin kanina. And of course, we hope this is nothing serious. But unfortunate for Baltasar, this is just 11 seconds remaining in the medyo nag-alanganin pa yung landing.
No, he's been playing great. Talking about Marcus Baltasar. 16 minutes here in this game. 8 points, 3 rebounds. And he's plus 13. So very efficient.
Kaya nga, napatawag muna dito ng timeout. We will be right back.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
seconds remaining here in our game number 2. 83-76, keeping it really close. A single-digit lead. Pero yun na nga. They will be left with no choice but Ponte Quintos fouling De La Cruz. Pero they still have one more foul to give. Not yet in a penalty situation. 7 seconds remaining. What a ball game this has been. 83-76. So na nga. This time, ito namang si Ponte Quintos, back-to-back fouls. Siguro siya na naatasan mag-stop doon sa maghahawak ng bola and possibly increase lead. Sabi nga nila, stopping the inevitable or delaying the inevitable. So nga.
We're just waiting for the final score here. Pero yung mga Caloocan, back-to-back para sa kanila.
Yes.
Good start this season. Mandaluyong naman, this is only their first game. We've seen a lot of potential sa team na to. Especially when they have on the floor. Ito ngang si Murphy. Yeah, maganda yung naging ano niya, maganda yung naging contribution niya dito. Also, the guys like Requinto who has 16 points here in the game. Kamangig as well has 12.
Yes.
3 of them in double figures. Ito yung pwedeng 3 players that you could build around on as we progress dito sa season.
What a game it has been, and Caloocan takes this victory 2-0 in this mini-series, 84-76. Caloocan, MDJ Sports in the 16 and under division bags the victory. Coach Melo, what a game in this game number 2.
A lot of lead changes ang nangyari dito. And, again, proven to be na walang safe lead here in the junior MPBL. Caloocan escaping with a win 84-76. Credit that to the performance na ibinigay nitong sila Abahon, De La Cruz, and Sena. On the other side, for Mandaluyong, leading the way was Requinto with 16, Murphy with 13, and Kamangig with 12. Guys who has the potential to lead their teams. Dito sa ating 4th season of the Junior MPBL. We are awaiting the individual performers for this game. Certainly a lot to choose from dahil marami ang nagpakita ng kanilang talento at gilas sa larong to. My partner, John Ocampo, will be with the individual performers in a short while. For the meantime, we're taking a look at the stats here. Pinag-usapan kanina dito at the top of the coverage, points in the paint. It's gonna be a huge factor dito sa larong to. And it was Caloocan winning on that department, 52-48. Proving to be a great separator dito sa ating ball game. As we take a look at the highlights, a lot of attacks in the basket para dito sa Caloocan, led by that guy, itong si De La Cruz. Was ably assisted by Sena, who knocked down 4 3-pointers here in this game. Mandaluyong trying to get back in the game. But in the end, the performance of the guys like Murphy, certainly interesting but not enough para makabalik dito sa larong to. Caloocan securing the win. Look at this, a lot of fast break attacks para sa kanila, translating defense into offense. That has been the story of the game para dito sa Caloocan after forcing 20 turnovers. And now, nakikita natin yung ating next game, the 14 and under, already warming up. While we still wait for the individual awardees of this game. Hindi pa tapos itong
Best Magic Best Player of the Game, none other than Riley De La Cruz of Caloocan MDJ Sports in the 16 and under division. Riley, ikaw ulit ang ating Player of the Game. 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Double-digit performance katulad ng last time. Ano ba yung sekreto ng isang Riley De La Cruz ng 16 and under ng Caloocan?
Kumain lang po ng marami, tapos matulog lang sa tamang oras, tsaka sipagan na sa ensayo at mas makinig lang sa coaches.
Well, congratulations once again, Riley. Meron ka bang gustong batiin or pasalamatan?
Shoutout po sa boss po namin, kay Boss Mark De Jesus po. At syempre sa mga coaches po namin, sa buong coaching staff po namin. Syempre sa teammates ko, di ko po magagawa ito pag wala sila. Kaya shoutout sa inyo. At syempre sa pamilya ko po, at saka sa mga tropa ko dyan. Yun lang.
Well, congratulations once again, Riley de la Cruz. At sa kupunan ng Caloocan, balik sa iyo, Coach Melo.
Riley de la Cruz and the rest of Caloocan winning this game 84-76. Magbabalik po kami for the 14 and under division.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to,